The federal government has banned 18 foreign universities operating in Nigeria, describing them as degree mills, warning Nigerians to avoid enrolling in such institutions. The directive affected 5 universities from the United States, 6 from the United Kingdom, and 3 Ghanaian tertiary institutions. Also, the Federal Ministry of Education on Tuesday announced the temporary suspension of evaluation and accreditation of degree certificates from the Republic of Benin and Togo. Announcing the ban in a statement published on its website, the National Universities Commission explained that the federal government had not licensed the affected universities and they had been closed. In a move to sanitize the education sector, the Ministry of Education said it was temporarily suspending the evaluation and accreditation of degree certificates from the Republic of Benin and Togo. Now, to further discuss this, I'm joined by Dr. Dayo Kayode, political analyst. Dr. Kayode, welcome to New Central Now. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, good afternoon. It's my pleasure being with you this afternoon.
So when we look at this is the result of an investigative report into how an individual reporter, undercover reporter, was able to get one of these certificates in about 12 weeks as it was. So when we look at the ban, is this ban a ban that is justified, or it's just one of those very quick reactions that we typically tend to see when it comes to situations in Nigeria? Could there be potential unintended consequences for this particular ban?
Yeah, you see, I was discussing this particular issue with one or two of my friends yesterday evening. And I told them that to ban is not the issue. Rather, we need to reevaluate our national educational integrity. You see, Yoruba is so complete, and I will give you a Yoruba adage that can explain the whole of this scenario for us to be able to know how to approach the hydra-headed problem that we are facing now. The Yorubas will say, that is, it is the type of cutting being hewn by the parents that will determine the kind of clothing that the children will make. When you come out with cotton that are silky, then the children will be able to make silky clothes. When you come out with polyester, or you come out with cotton or whatever, it is based on that that will determine the kind of clothes that the children will make. What am I saying? It is the leadership guideline that we have in our nation that dictates which area we go in all the segments. Let us take education. Let us take education, for instance. The children of nowadays, the youth of nowadays, they have seen. They have not only seen, they have been inculcated with the idea that whoever understands the way is the brilliant one.
Okay, Dr. Kayode.
They are privy, listen, I'm sorry. They are privy to what happened to Salisu Ibrahim, former Speaker of House of Reps. They are also privy to what has just happened with Chicago Gate of recent. So what are you talking about? Okay, so what I'm saying is, it's beyond banning these universities. It's beyond banning these universities. We should go beyond that towards remodeling our educational integrity.
Okay, so let's look at the situation we have on ground now. There are Nigerian students in these institutions. Not all of them are trying to get these fake degrees or just being part of what has been described as a degree mill. In terms of this temporary suspension of the evaluation and accreditation of degree certificates from the Republic of Benin and Togo in particular, is that the way forward? Is this being handled the way it should be handled?
Yeah, you see, it's a pity that there are also some people that are doing their legitimate educational pursuit there. But it's so unfortunate There's what we call rub-off effect. And there is no way you can distinguish that. I mean, you can distinguish them and then say, okay, this one is not this or this one is not that. Especially when you even go to some of these institutions, especially in Togo and the Benin Republic. I have been to some in that Benin Republic, and it's an eyesore. An eyesore. Most 80% of them, those ones I visited, are not even up to a well-standardized primary school in Nigeria. Talk less of the way they are awarding their degrees. Talk less of even the caliber of lecturers they have around there. When you interview some of the lecturers you have around there, you see that even some of them are schools have failed in Nigeria. So what do you expect to come out from such people?
So I need to follow.
Is this?
Yes, very quickly, please.
One, what I'm saying is this: it is beyond banning. Two, we also have some of them in the Ministry of Education, some of them in NYSC, some of them in all these boards that deals with education, that are also collaborators. So how do you also deal with that? Okay, look at it now. It is not even total ban. It is just preliminary or whatever.
Yes.
To what extent are you now going to effect the changes you want in all those areas? Not to talk of even the bad eggs that we have within the system. So it's go beyond that.
All right, Dr. Kayode, because of time, unfortunately, we're going to have to end this conversation. But you hit on the point I was actually heading to, and that is, of course, the individuals involved internally. The special investigation did, of course, get into those involved on the university side, but because of NYSC and Universities Commission here, and those on the internal government side here, what happens to them with this ban? But I believe we'll be seeing much more development in the coming days and weeks. Dr. Dayo Kayode, thank you so much for joining me on News Central Now.
It's like having me.
All right.